Welcome to Kicktalk Reboot. I'm Callum Corral. In this week's programme, we have a match report and full reaction from Yoker versus Largs Thistle in the Stagecoach First Division. But now it's on to the Stagecoach classified results. West of Scotland Super League Premier Division. Beath 2, Clydebank 1, Glenafton 0, Auchinleck 2, Oven Meadow 6, Shotts Bonaccord 0, Kilbirnie 0, Troon 4, Petershill 0, Athley 2, and Halford 1, Cumnock 1. Super League First Division. Greenock 2, Thornywood 3, Kilsyth 3, Cumbernauld 3, Robroy 0, Pollock 2, Neilston 1, Ovenvix 2, Rutherglen 4, Ardere 2, Shettleston 0, Maybole 0, and Yoker 1, Largs 4. Stagecoach Ayrshire District League, Anbank 5, Muirkirk 1, Craigmark 1, Saltcoats 2, Darvel 1, Kilwinning 3, Govan 0, Winton 6, Luga 5, Kello 1, Whitlets 3, Dorrye 2. West of Scotland Central League First. Bellshill 1, Lesmahago 0, Ashfield 1, Maryhill 0, Carluke 2, Blantyre 3, Lanark 4, Benbub 3, Renfrew 1, Dunnypace 3, St Anthony's 4, Larkhall 2, and Wishaw 3, Vale of Clyde 3. In Central District Second, Cambuslang 6, Newmains 0, Forth Wanderers 3, Vale of Leven 5, Royal Albert 3, Glasgow Perthshire 3, St Roch's 2, Rossvale 4. And now it's on to my matchday report, where it was Yoker 1, Largs Thistle 4. Largs Thistle produced a strong second half showing to overcome a Yoker side who took the lead in a fast-flowing encounter at Home Park. The home side were dangerous early on, with Greg Maitland doing a lot of their running and firing in a dangerous cross which had to be beaten away by Grant Weir. Largs had opportunities with both Graham Muir and Sean Lawrence's first touches letting them down as they burst through in goal, while Marks lobbed the keeper and the goal, unfortunately, from his point of view, with another excellent opening for Thistle. But it was Yoker who took the lead on 35 minutes. Largs conceded possession and the home side took quick advantage with a well-executed strike from the edge of the area from Maitland. Gilbride then had to clear off the line as Maitland's wicked shot stung the palms of Weir, and Muir glanced ahead at narrowly wide come the stroke of half-time for Largs. So the half-time score, Yoker 1, Largs 0. Thistle equalised in 57 minutes. Muir headed home from Frizzell's outlandish cross from out on the left-hand side. Weir prevented Yoker from taking the lead though with an expert one-handed save to push clear Riley's header. James Marks, having recently been taken off the transfer list, then put Largs 2-1 up and showed where his allegiances lay. After a dangerous cross from Sean Lawrence, Marks' first effort was blocked but made sure from the rebound and he raced towards the Thistle support, leapt in the air and kissed the badge. Marks then made it 3-1 with an accomplished diagonal header across the face of goal and into the bottom right hand corner. And after Weir pulled off an astonishing save to deny a seemingly certain goal from Yoker, Marks was the architect as he set up Muir, who had the simple job of dispatching into an empty net in 87 minutes. Largs had further chances in the second half, with Frizzell particularly unlucky. And Thistle defended like their lives depended on it, with Craig Little and Lachlan making some crucial blocks. This was a battling display from Thistle, who grew in confidence as the game went on, while Yoker certainly caused Largs bother, but were foiled by some great goalkeeping and defending. Final score at Home Park, Yoker 1, Largs Thistle 4. And after the game, we spoke to goal scorer James Mark.
That was fantastic, James. Back in form, great goals.
Yeah, it's good to go on score sheet. It's just good to be back in the team, to be honest with you. It doesn't really matter who scores the goals. We're picking up points now. We're winning games, so that's really all that matters. It doesn't really matter who scores, like I said, but obviously I'm a striker. That's my job to score goals, so yeah, I'm quite happy to get a double.
The goals are great, but you're also the provider there right at the end.
Yeah, well, like Sandy says, that's our job as well. Other than score goals, we have to provide. I've been shouted at once or twice over the season, through and go with the keeper, and I've tried to go for it instead of squaring it, so I thought there, I might as well square it. I don't want to miss. So it was easier to square the ball.
Fantastic. This is a big win for Largs today though, isn't it? Beating Yoker 4-1 away from home, and it's a really tough place to come, Yoker. I mean, Grant Weir made some brilliant saves as well.
I think the whole team is outstanding, as you can see. Ever since the last couple of weeks since the Celtic game, our performance have just raised and raised every single game. So hopefully now we can raise it for next week, the Scottish Cup, and go through to the Scottish Cup.
Right, fantastic, James.
And now it's an interview with Largs Thistle manager Sandy McLean.
You have to earn your Spurs at Yoker, and Largs certainly did that today.
Yes, they did. I felt second half we were quite comfortable. Second half we were disappointed. I don't think we deserved to go 1-0 down. I think at that point we had 2 or 3 good chances, but fair play to the players. The action in the second half was, they could have felt sorry for themselves, but they didn't. They went out and tried to play even more as opposed to just launching it. But delighted with the second half.
You'll be pleased that James Marks has got on the score sheet, got 2 goals today, and set up the other goals as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to stick James in the transfer list every second week to get that response. But no, listen, all kidding aside, James, we know James's quality, we know what he brings to the team. He loves being here. He doesn't want to go anywhere. As I say, and it was great to see that. He's got a great reaction when he scores. He loves scoring goals for this club, so delighted for him.
And likes of Frizzell today as well. He worked hard, didn't get the goal maybe he deserved, but he worked his backside off. So many players did. Grant Weir, a few great saves as well, and defensively, you go right through the team. Gilbride and Lachlan, they all did well.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. It's hard to single anybody out because you could single everybody out. But I thought Sean Lawrence and Alan Frizzell really, gave them problems the second half. They didn't like their running at them, their direct running, and the guys at the back, Big Nicky, Craig, Ian Fisher. You've got to remember those guys are really. They're all 21. Big Allen's the most experienced man in there, and Big Allen's not exactly, an old man, as it were.
I know, odd as well with the standing captain Graham Muir as well. I mean, getting 2 goals as well, good for him as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We allow Graham a bit of freedom. Scott and Jamie allow him to do that, and that's what we're trying to do with it. So he's chipped in the last 2 or 3 weeks with important goals. So delighted for him as well.
I mean, fair to say. I think Yoker still gave you a real game. I mean, they produced some great chances. They had some great runners about them as well. So it certainly wasn't an easy game by any matter of means, despite the scoring.
No, absolutely. Everybody I've spoke to this week about Yoker tell me how good they are, and what they can do, and they are, and they're a big strong team, but they've got more than that. They've got some tidy wee players in there. Excuse me, as I say, the Pollock manager, I spoke to him last week, described Yoker as the best team he's played all season. So for us to come here and win 4-1 is a great result for us. So
going in with some good momentum to the Scottish Cup game away to Johnstonborough next Saturday.
Yeah, Scottish Cup's a different kettle of fish, as we all know, and you don't need to tell them about this club, but Scottish Junior Cup means, and Johnstonborough have got a proud tradition in that as well, and they'll see that as a winnable game for them. They'll think we're at home against, perhaps a team that's at the lower end of the league at the minute, so they might fancy that as well, and I'm sure they will. They've got, wee Johnny McStay, we know well. Johnny's a fantastic young man, fantastic wee player, so they've got 1 or 2 players that'll be up for that next week. We need to make sure we turn up and play.
Sandy, great, thanks very much, well done today, thanks.
And I next spoke to Yoker manager John McCauley.
It was a hard fought game. Do you feel a wee bit maybe the Scotland maybe flattered Largs to an extent?
No, I'd say the second half, Largs were definitely the best team. I mean, 4-1, probably a wee bit, but again, a lot of our goals were sort of self-inflicted, cross balls into the box, and we just didn't defend well at all. Again, I'm not making excuses, but I say my squad was depleted today. The 2 boys on the bench were actually injured, and 5 boys away that would normally play that was working and things like that. So it was really at the bare bones today, and to get 1-0, I was delighted. But out of piece, I thought Largs deserved to win the game.
In terms of the actual, you've been going some great guns this season as well. I mean, you've been doing well in the league, and it's always a tough one always to lose as heavily as that at home. But let us say, I mean, Yoker created quite a few chances today. I mean, the Largs keeper made some pretty splendid saves.
Oh, definitely. I mean, he made 3 world-class saves. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that when they changed the game, but again, you know what I mean, in another day they could have and it could be a totally different game. But fair play to them, that's what he's there to do. He's there to stop the ball going into the net.
From the Yoker's point of view, then, looking at it in terms of the season, are you quite happy with the way the season's been so far?
Yeah, it was a good start. It's a decent start. Obviously, the last couple of weeks we fell away a wee bit, but again, I've not had a full squad to pick for. I mean, the last few weeks has been bare bone stuff with working and holidays and things like that. So I'm starting to get everybody back now. So we'll get a wee break away for the league. Maybe the cup ties what we need. Yep. Just to take us away for the league. We'll see how it goes.
Play next week.
We've got Dundonald Bluebell next week.
Is it at home?
No, it's through there in Fife. So which will be another tough game.
Aye, I mean the Scottish Cup means so much though, doesn't it? And
definitely. I mean, our priority has always been the league, but again, if you want, it's the league and then the Scottish Cup after that. So we'll still look to get a run in it. We'll still look to go through there and win the game.
Okay, commiserations today. Thanks for talking to me, John. Thank you.
And now it's on to our goal scorers roundup, and the big question this weekend is who is going to stop the Oven Meadow charge? They racked up a super 6 over shots, a Sawyer's double and goals from Thompson, McLennan and Hall, as well as an OG, means Meadow are 5 points clear of second place Beath and with a game in hand. And Andy Reid and Nicky Doherty, they scored for the Balesdale Park side as they edged out Clydebank 2-1. 16 points separating those two sides. Quite remarkable if you think about it from the start of the season. Troon trounced Kilbirnie 4-0 at Valefield Park in the surprise scoreline of the afternoon in the Premiership, with strikes from Harvey McCann and a Chatham double. And Robertson scored the opener for Halford against Cumnock, but the visitors equalised in 67 minutes thanks to an OG, and both sides had to settle for a share of the spoils. And into the first, Glasgow Giants Pollock, they are 7 points clear this weekend after a 2-0 win at rivals Rob Roy, with goals from Winters and McLean, as second place Shettleston had to settle for a 0-0 with Maybole. There were 3 red cards in Greenock as bottom dogs Thornywood got their first victory of the season. They moved 3-0 up with goals from Miller, Fleming and Smith before a late charge from the home side, who pulled 2 goals back. Greenock finished with 9 men, while Thornywood had another man sent off. Kilwinning toppled league leaders Davil, who in the Ayrshire District League today. The Buffs responded after conceding an early goal with strikes from Lewis, Agnew and Kerr. And a Ryan Caddis hat-trick enabled Winton Rovers to a convincing 6-0 victory on their travels at Girvan. That's it for Kicktalk Reboot this week. Thanks for joining us. Next week is a Scottish Cup special. We'll be having match reports from Oven Meadow v Auchinleck Talbot and Johnsonborough v Largs Thistle. Goodbye.